Welcome to this new episode of Rethinking Europe, a podcast by Europe Jacques Delors. I'm Claudia Azevedo. I will be your host for today's episode, where we'll be tackling a critical question. Can the EU build stronger partnerships with developing countries and emerging economies to meet its climate goals? Joining me to unpack these issues are two fantastic experts, Poorva Karkare and Colette van der Ven.
A lot of this will depend on the specific position of the trading partners and what they offer or what the EU perceives them to offer, and vice versa. This kind of slightly shift towards enhancing EU competitiveness does trickle down in an enhanced appetite from the EU side to secure more stable and more binding arrangements with some of its key trading partners, right? So, for example, going back to EU-Mercosur, after 25 years was finally agreed upon because the political pressure was there also for Mercosur countries. All these countries are trying to find ways to ensure that they can operate and do business within this kind of, different environment.
What for me are some of the main, points or features for, let's say, a clean trade and industrial partnership? First thing would be that we need to be working with the private sector itself. That there's an element of economic security in this. One way of creating security is to create interdependence, and that's not to be confused with dependence. Any developing countries, they have their own agendas, and they have other partners, among which EU is one. And I think it's important that the EU also remains kind of open and takes the cue of their interests.